Hi guys, welcome back to Affiliate Marketing with Bishoy. This is Bishoy, the affiliate marketer, and we're going today to talk about Upwork. Now, personally, I don't use this as an employee. I use it as an employer. It works great for me, but I need a lot of help with my work. But for you, maybe this will be a better option or an easier option. So we're going to talk about that from an employee perspective. Now, for those of you who don't know what Upwork is, it's very similar to the concept of freelancer. If you don't know freelancer, then the concept basically is this: people with small companies or big companies or whatever use what we call freelancer. Freelancer is basically some companies need a service or some expert to do one thing once in a year or twice. So because they don't need that skill or that field of expertise pretty often, they don't have hire an individual person to do it because they don't want to pay monthly salar- salary for something that they will only need once or twice per year. So whenever a company is faced with that option or that situation, they look for freelancers. Freelancers are an expert in certain subject or certain skill that they can do it more efficiently and faster from an average person or an average employee. So this will be a great option for you if you have a skill that you can market. Now, what kind of skill would work great in Upwork or any other freelancer website? It's basically a skill that you can do from home online on your laptop or on your phone. So, for example, here there is web development, full stack developer, product designer, marketing strategist, copywriter, customer happiness consultant, accounting consultant, data engineer. There is a lot of option. Whatever, if there is anything that you can do on your own when you're at home, on your laptop, computer, or phone, then this is a marketable skill that you can use Upwork for. Okay, so let's review the website here. It's called Upwork. We have it open here. Now, they say here, I'm not going to read all of that. You can go to Upwork and read it yourself. But basically, it is both good for you as an employee and good for me as an employer because as an employee, you get to do what you like or what you enjoy or what you're an expert in and for a higher price or more often. You control your time, you control your price, you control the delivery time. Everything is under your control. And I will show you how exactly once we sign up and we're inside. Meanwhile, uh, from the other perspective, you might think to yourself, why would someone pay me so and so to do this? It's very easy. The skill that I have only takes me 1 minute or 2 minutes, and so on. That's because you are an expert on the subject. For example, I use Upwork to hire writers to write for my niche websites. Now, most of the time, I know more about the niche than the more than the writers than I hire. But it's a tedious task. It takes a task that takes a lot of my time, and it would be better. That time is better spent planning or organizing something for my niche. So I get much better return on investment if I pay someone $20, $50 to write an article in half an hour or an hour, rather than me spending an hour to build the same article or similar articles. So basically, instead of spending time trying to build an article, I just spend money to save myself the time to do what I do best and what will earn me more than just an article or more than the cost of the articles that I will pay for my freelancer. Other people for other issues something like Excel or Word. Uh, you can think to yourself, someone can learn that in 50 minutes or 60 minutes. Why would they pay me 20, 40, $50 to do the same thing? Basically, they don't want to spend the time to learn that skill. They don't want to spend the time to learn that skill. Uh, they would just rather pay you that much. Or they don't know that they can learn that skill that quickly. Some of your employers will be older people who don't like to invest time in technology or have a mental barrier that think this task is going to be too difficult or it's going to take too long, or you know about a program or a software that they don't know about, etc. Now, since you already know, why would someone what benefit you'll have from creating an Upwork account, you can just go through the steps. Now we're going to can sign up over here. Now, of course, as I said, I have already Upwork, so I'm just going to use a fake name and a fake email address, and just to see how it looks inside. Hopefully, it will not cause me any issues because sometimes sometimes websites does consider it unethical if you have multiple accounts, like you're going to trick the system or something like that. So we always avoid doing that. Now I shouldn't be showing my email here, but I don't really care. We're going to enter our passport, select our country, and you want to hire for a project or work as a freelancer. Choose your username, create my account. We're just waiting for it to load so we can go through the steps together. Now, of course, you need to verify your email. So you're going to open the email you entered and click verify email. Perfect. Now you fill out your application. Now you want to be as honest as possible to avoid any problem later on. Because if you set yourself as an expert on a subject and you're not really an expert on a subject, you're going to get bad rating. People who hire you will say he's not as knowledgeable as he says he is. He's a scammer, he's a liar, he's whatever. And for employers, this kind of reviews are very important. If you start with the first one or two articles or reviews on your profile is bad, then most likely people will not trust you with their work. They will not trust you with their data. They will not trust you will finish the project within the agreed time frame, so on. And of course, you will get less work. So from the start, you need to make promises you can keep and make sure you keep them. Okay, so I'm going to select here, for example, uh, mm, let's go sales and marketing. I know about customer research, SEO, SMM, SEM, whatever. What skills do you offer clients? Web development. You can write whatever you want. Okay, and you can see I'm at the level here. Of course, the more the better, of course, but let's just start keep moving. Here you will add your photo, you will add your title like SEO, marketing consultant, affiliate marketing consultant, Facebook advertiser, whatever uh, title you give yourself. Then here you will write uh, like it's like creating a resume or creating a CV. What are you good at? What's your experience? Where you worked before? What's your top achievement? Whatever you can think of that can increase the employer trust in you and make them hire you, you should add it here, but without lying. Because as I said, if you show off too much or you say you're an expert when you're not an expert, an employer can ask you a question or expect you to do a certain task, and when you're unable to do it, that will affect the rating, and the rating will affect the amount of work you get. So try to be as honest as possible. If you don't have any skills at all, nothing that you can think of, nothing you can market, then maybe you should check out their list first. Here, see our categories, and you can see from these sections what what skill you already have that might be useful to you or useful for an employer. Then you can write in that section when you're creating your profile. Now, if you feel like none of those match you, not even closely, then maybe that's not the website for you. If that applies to you, which I kind of find it hard to believe, but if it does, then make sure to subscribe to my page, to my YouTube channel, and follow my videos, as I will be putting out more videos on how to make money online, affiliate marketing, etc. Just like the title of the page suggests. For now, let's just keep going. Here you will enter your education, like what school, what college did you went to, what did you study, how much, what grade did you get, etc. As I said, the more you can give, the more the person will trust you, and the more they trust you, the more work you will get. Okay, now this is the one that I mentioned earlier, is that you set your own hourly rate, you set your own price. So you can put here 10, 20, 50, 100, whatever. But make sure to remember to take into account 20% Upwork service fee. Now, you might have been considering to yourself, why would Upwork pay me money, or why would Upwork offer me money? That's basically why. They get 20% of whatever you get. So if I put here 100, you will end up making 80 hours per day, per hour, because Upwork will take 20% of it. If you think this is too much, then you can try out other websites that can make that you can also work there as a freelancer. The ones I already mentioned, which is freelancer.com. You can find also another video on my channel on how to make an account there. But if you feel like even those two doesn't work, there is plenty of other options like Fiverr and so on. If you have a certain skill that you feel would be beneficial, you can just Google websites like Upwork, websites like Fiverr, websites like Freelancer, and you can find plenty of them. But those are the top three. Anyway, after you set your hourly rate, I don't want this video to take too long. After you set your hourly rate, you can select how many hours you want to work per week. If you're unemployed, more than 30, of course. If you already have a full-time job and you want this like a side hustle or an extra income, then of course less than 30 hours, and so on. If you want more freedom, just click as needed, and then what kind of project you're interested in, your address, your city, your country, your mobile phone, and then you click review application. Now, the one thing that Upwork is different from other options is that they don't allow any and everybody to enter their website. They want to avoid scammers people who don't really have any marketable skill, people who are not really experts. So, how to avoid or how to get accepted if you feel like your skill is not enough, if you're worried about that, then check out the next video and I will see the tips and tricks on how to get approved. Now, I will only do this if this video